Hey there and welcome. My name is Cipheraka, and today I am going to be talking about two different microphones, the Snowball Ice and the Yeti Nano. So right now I'm recording right under here, you can see it, using the Yeti Nano as my main mic. I've been using this for close up to maybe a year now. It's a really excellent mic. It has great qualities to it. But we're going to try out the Snowball Ice. Now, previous to recording this, I'd never used the Snowball, and we're actually going to do it with no filters, no changes to the microphone to kind of give a true plug and play experience of it. And if this is your first time to the channel, consider subscribing, as I do release videos like this as well as game guides weekly. So without further ado, let's get into it. For starters, we're going to do a direct comparison of switching back and forth between the two different microphones to give you an understanding of what they sound like. We're going to switch to the Snowball. The Snowball is sitting on the desk in front of me, about, I would say, 6 inches in front of my face. So here's the Snowball. Test 1, 2 of the Snowball. Does it work? Is it sound good? I have it slightly turned to the right. You could slightly turn to the right or left side. By doing this, you'll be able to ensure that you don't have the popping from peas, as well as breathing directly onto the mic. Now I've picked up the Snowball and put it in my hand, and I have it placed in front of a pop filter to see if that makes a difference at all with the sound quality. So I'm just going to do some I don't know if that worked. I don't know if the filter changed it. Again, I have no idea what this microphone sounds like till after I'm done editing. Okay, now we're going to do a direct test back and forth with the Yeti Nano and the BLUE Snowball. So right now I am on the Yeti Nano. They are both the same distance from my face. As you can see, I brought it up a little bit here in the video. I am just holding the Snowball in my hand. Oops, I bumped the mic, but they look about the same distance as far as I can see from my face. So I'm going to switch to the Snowball. 1, 2, 3, Snowball mic. Going back to the Yeti Nano. We're now back on the Yeti Nano. Yeti Nano. Yeti Nano. One more time with the BLUE Snowball. The BLUE Snowball. Is it good? Should you buy it? Is it worth your money? Switching back to the Yeti Nano, and I think that's enough. We kind of had a decent understanding from that little clip of that being enough time, I guess, to hear it. So yeah, that's that. Moving on. So after doing some tests with the microphone, I actually realized that the Snowball and the Yeti Nano are quite similar. Now, what I can do with the Yeti Nano is unbelievably superior to the Snowball, but if you're having the Snowball on a mic's boom stand like I do, it actually can sound pretty darn similar to the Yeti Nano. As far as sitting on the desk, I noticed a big difference when I hooked it up here, put it in front of a pop filter. The plug and play experience of it is really good. I would say that this mic would probably be best for people who aren't sure about doing streaming or just getting into podcasts and don't want to invest $100 on the Yeti Nano. The Snowball is a good option, and surprisingly, and I'll show you guys it right here, it's quite big. So you can actually go to this. You can unscrew the stand, which this stand is just complete trash, in my opinion. In comparison to the Yeti Nano stand, which is far superior. Oh, it takes a while. Okay. So as you can see, it's just a ball. So, a big old ball. And surprisingly, it's pretty large for, you know, a little bit closer in there. So it's about the size of a large baseball. Maybe, yeah, a larger baseball. If a baseball was a little larger, maybe that's the way I would describe it. So it's pretty large. And then it plugs into the back right here. We'll focus on that for a second. Boom, plugs right in. And on the bottom here, it does have the option to screw it in. And I believe you might have to get an adapter for this thing. I'm not 100% sure. You want to screw it into a boom mic arm. But anyway, after using the ice ball, I would say this microphone is definitely a viable option. If you put filters onto it, a compressor, things like this, you can make the microphone work for you. But it all depends in the end on what you want as the user. If you're looking for a more high quality microphone, obviously go with the Yeti Nano or a step above it. But the Snowball Ice is definitely an option. So I would recommend it again, to reiterate, to people who are kind of apprehensive about investing a lot of money into streaming or doing podcasts. And it'll be a good entry microphone. And I'm sure there's other options, but as far as the Yeti lineup, this one is their cheapest. So hopefully for those of you who are looking to find a microphone, this video was a little bit helpful in giving you an understanding of what it at least sounds like. I didn't do any editing. I didn't put any effects on the Snowball. So what you heard was completely out of the box, plugging it directly in. And I think it sounds okay. It's okay. I would give it an okay for the rating on it. It's not terrible, just okay. Also, lastly to note, the Snowball unfortunately doesn't have a mute button like the Nano. So when you plug it in, it'll always be on. And it's a little confusing because usually this red light is an indicator of mute. So I would say that's kind of a flaw by the company. I don't know why they went with a red light or signaling it's on. Green is totally necessary. I mean, usually green is for go. You know, I think of red as mute and green as unmute. I don't know, as active. So that is the one negative about this microphone. I would say, like, one big negative for me is you can't actually mute the microphone. It's a big deal, okay? I like to mute the microphone, especially if I'm transitioning scenes or if I just want to mute my microphone. So this does not give you the option, and that's something to keep in mind. Well, that is it for this video. It about wraps it up. If you enjoyed the content, and if it helped you make a decision in purchasing a microphone, be sure to leave a like. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. If you do own a Snowball, if you're thinking about upgrading, or you think that the Snowball is good enough for you. So again, thanks for watching, and take care of yourself.